time has arrived. The college football playoff set to get underway as 12 teams begin that long battle on the road to the national championship. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona. This is Mountain America Stadium, the home field of the Arizona State Sun Devils. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Hermstreet. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. Bringing it out, it's Brown. Coverage team flying downfield, not much gained on that return. Dropping back, it's Levitt. First play taken, a deep shot. Got a man. Catch made, big play. Burst into space. Touchdown, Sun Devils, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Well, I can't believe that this is how this game gets started. Very first play of the game, a shot downfield and a touchdown. With all the buildup and all the hype, this is how we get started.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to scramble. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Short connection to the tight end here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
On third down, he drops to throw. Took contact on the throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. And the Wildcats will have to kick it away. That's the first punt of the afternoon for this offense. And they'll kick it away here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Looking to pass. It's Levitt. The short completion of the tight end. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. Catch made down inside the 15.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
All of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. In the red area, it's Brown. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, ASU.
This is a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. And that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Pressure is coming. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Looking to throw. It's Johnson. Receiver makes the catch. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. And the quarterback dropping back. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Wildcats come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. Breaks an open space. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
What a great play by the quarterback here. Everybody is blanketed in man coverage, so instead of forcing the ball, he just tucks it and takes off. Heads-up play to pick up a bunch of yards.
Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Powers through.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Running out of time in the pocket. Caught behind the line. It's Edwards. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Kansas State now operating in the red zone. On the move now. He'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Trying to create here on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Touchdown, Wildcats, as they fight back here in this playoff game. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On first down, it's a play action. It's a short completion of a big tight end. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Look out, room to run here. They've got him down out near the 40.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And the Sun Devils pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Looking to throw. It's Levitt. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job with it on this play.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield, knocked the ball to 44.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down, and he just dumped it off to the back.
A nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield, because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight, was able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Well, Kirk, Arizona State has the lead here, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go, first play of the quarter, offense setting up for a second down play. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Shreds the tackle. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, they go with the running back here on the toss play. Doesn't pick up a lot of yards, but enough for the first down to move the sticks.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Stop right there at the line. No gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up for a first down and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. The back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. It's Johnson. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. And the Wildcats looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Quick completion to the tight end. Oh, and he goes down after a short game. That's not enough for the 1st down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. QB keeper all the way. Makes the 1st down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
2nd down after the incompletion. Handoff from the shotgun. But a quick stop by the defense. He just chews, so it's 3rd and 8. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking deep downfield to the left. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. The rule of the catch, a big gainer.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
This Kansas State offense is quickly moving down the field. There's the handoff. Picks up the 1st, looking for more. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Johnson. The pass rush closing in. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on a return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
The pocket breaking down. pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Delivers quickly to the left side. That's caught. It's Butler. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Well, they're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. Back to pass. It's Levitt. Quick throw to the left. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
The Sun Devils will have 1st and 10 here. It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They finally make the stop, but a chunk play there moves the ball inside the 10.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to flex the ground game here. Quarterback takes the handoff. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
Getting closer, but now it's 3rd down. Can they punch it in from the 2? They'll change the pre-snap look now. 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. They'll pass up the chip shot field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. He escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Scanning the field. It's Johnson. Moves out of the pocket.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Short pass finds the tight end.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Pass not complete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's an out route. The catch made. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, what a grab! They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45. The Wildcats will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
Kansas State.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The receiver grabs it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking downfield, it's Johnson. On the move now. Deep throw across his body to the left. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a 1st down.
Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the 1st half. Meadows going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will kick it deep to begin the 2nd half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the 3rd quarter. Looking to scramble. He finds some space. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 40. Powering through the... Look at that powerful running. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a 1st and goal. What a play.
It's one thing to design a play for a quarterback to run the football, to pick up big yards like this, but Chris, This guy drops back to throw. Everybody's got their back turned. He pulls it down, and no one's there to pick him up.
And the Wildcats line up with a 1st and goal. He's got it right near the end zone. Defense makes the saving tackle at the 3.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Brown. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Looking deep to the right side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
The sure hands. It's Wilson. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. No running out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. That's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker.
And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And tackled after a small pickup there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. To throw, it's Johnson. He escapes the pocket. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
He missed it. Off target that time. And with the miss, remain tied. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Moss. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
That catch makes it a more manageable third down. He's got room to run. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Third down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. The sure hands. It's Brown. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it second and short. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And the Sun Devils are going to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Hamilton. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
They'll run it here. Running through the tackle. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. A play action, looking to throw. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense comes up with the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Here comes a handoff. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. Wildcats will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And the Wildcats come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Dickey. He's got the first down and still motoring. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
This has been a tremendous fight through 3 quarters. In this playoff game, deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. Heading to the 4th quarter, who can step up and make a crucial play in this pursuit of a national championship? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Scanning the field. It's Johnson. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the kick bounces and goes out of bounds down the middle of the goal line. Outstanding work by the punter. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Makes the grab. It's Moss. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker.
Now here he goes. Tackle at the 35, good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Here's the 2nd down play. To the air, it's Levitt. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Nice grab. It's Butler. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
He's got it with room to run. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. On the move now. Fights off a defender. And he went out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Third and short here in this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats offense back out on the field. The chance to advance in the playoff comes down to this. Offense needing a touchdown here late in the game. Breaks into open space. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
A quick throw out left, complete. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
A crucial play in this game. It's 3rd down and 2. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. It comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Well, Chris, this is exactly what they needed to do. Put a touchdown up on the board. They pull within 1 in a playoff game. And now it's decision time. Do you tie the game up or potentially take the lead?
And FPHC gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Levitt. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. Defense is coming after him. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. On the ground, it's Edwards.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Biggest drive of the game here coming up. It's win it or go to OT. Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side for this crucial play. And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. To the air, it's Johnson. Looking to scramble. Touchdown, Wildcats. They take the lead in the final minute.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense would not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about, can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for a late deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, ASU.
Chris, how about that execution? Great throw by the quarterback. The receiver does his job and then takes it into the end zone. And now we've got an interesting situation here. Late in the game in a playoff, do you kick the extra point to tie this up, or you go for two to potentially take the lead?
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. And a timeout is called to talk strategy here. Tie game late in the fourth quarter.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Johnson. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. He's past the marker and still going. Breaks into the clear. Past the 10. And a timeout is called here. 10 seconds remaining on the clock.
Timeout, Kansas State.
From 2 touchdowns behind, they can now take the lead. First down and goal. He'll hand it off. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. It's good. This playoff run continues with a kick for the ages. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.